a fishing thing.
Oh, yes. So cider should be, so you can't see through it. Here we go, rods have been out about 5-10 minutes. Right hand rod, which was a little pink pop-up squid boilie, just in the margin. I put a bit of bait in this morning, some sweet corn, a bit of pellet, flicked it out, and about 10 minutes after it went off, so obviously did the trick. Here first thing, here all day as well. But to be honest, I'm just happy to be out on the bank. It's been such a long time since I've been gone fishing, so I'm just happy to be out here. But if we can have a few of these all day, that'd be great. Been joined by Jack today, so hopefully we'll get a few out between us. But happy days. First fish, hopefully one of many. Right, well, it's just come up at 9:20 and I've already had the one fish. That was quite early on. Jack's now here, just setting up to the right of me. We're going to see how the day goes, try it in this swim for a few hours, and if it's not producing we'll probably move around. Just try and follow the fish and find the fish, to be honest. It's been quite cold nights, they've really been dropping down to single figures, a few degrees, and the mornings are pretty cold. The day is meant to get up to about 15 degrees, so it's not too cold midday. So we'll see where the fish are, where they're moving, and hopefully we'll have a few. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I've got a new camera, as opposed to my second old camera. I haven't bought my old camera, so I've just got the two today, but this one now films in 1080p and 4K. Once I can edit 4K, I will be doing my vlogs in 4K. But for now you're stuck with 1080p, so I hope you're happy with that. Right, there's 3:25 and it's been pretty slow, hasn't it?
It has, mate.
Yeah, that's enough. This is Jack, by the way. He's never been in a vlog, I don't think.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, just bare ones in this.
I don't remember.
No.
Yeah, it's been very slow all day. We tried down in the bottom corner, we saw a few fish moving around. Around, same word, mixed together.
Had a few fish feeding.
it's been pretty tough. So excuse time. There's been a lot of lines in the water. I mean, this bank is there's another 4 people beyond me. So there's been quite a lot of lines in the water. So when we wound in and went down there, we thought we'd give the swims a bit of a rest. Come back, bit of extra bait, new rigs and everything for the evening, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so got them all on the spots now. Quite happy with that far margin rod as well. I reckon that should do me a fish. It should do.
Yeah, because he had one and lost it.
I did, from the margin as well. Well, that was close, isn't it?
So I've had a 100% hook to catch ratio and a 100% hook to loss ratio.
Yeah, your math is on point.
Yeah, it is. So, like I said, 25 past 3. Bloke just had a run off a swan. That's quite funny.
Oh yeah, because we hadn't heard any runs coming from that direction today.
Typical alarm beepers next to us. Am I on cue?
I'll tell you what, that wouldn't have fit.
No. Other than that, it's been quite tranquil today. Come here, mate. Here, boy. How do you call a sheep? Hold on, I'm going to try and flank him.
No, you look like a lady sheep, so they might just come over.
Hold on, 1 second, I'm going to try and flank it and bring it into the scene.
Nope. Not having it.
You saw what was happening. I'll probably have to cut so much of this out. It's just going to be a few minutes of us talking.
Yeah.
So, a couple of hours left until we got to bring the rods in. It's coming up to the evening, which I've always thought has been a great time up here. A few runs. About an hour ago, the last few fish came out on it. So,
yeah.
hopefully the new bait approach, a bit more out, new rigs and everything, fresh baits, will give us a fish or 2. If not, then I've always got tomorrow. You haven't, but I've always got tomorrow.
Still come up tomorrow if I want to.
Could you?
I possibly could, yeah. There you go. That gave you a bit of a shock, didn't it? So I might be joining you tomorrow as well.
That wasn't planned.
I don't care.
Oh. Dramatic pan.
Right then guys, so finally had one after losing one this morning. So off the far margin one that I was hoping to go off and getting more liners as I speak. So there's definitely fish over there. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly slip this one back, but it was on a chod. So, but yeah, happy days. No double, nothing but fishing.
Someone's actually said my line. Here we go, it's taken absolutely all day, but fish number 2. About 15-20 minutes ago, I tied up a new rig, because I didn't actually have my faithful single pop-up quarter rig for up here. So I tied another one up, still going a bit mental, and flicked it out just in mid-water with a PVA bag. Saw quite a lot of bubbling out there as well, and 15 minutes later, as I said, it's gone off. So fish number 2, not the biggest, not the prettiest, but it's 2 on a day when it's still actually been quite tough going. So stick it back and hopefully have another one, possibly. We'll see, but he's a bit too wriggly to hold up much longer. Stick him back. Well, it's come to the end of the session. We've got to be off the lake in 15 minutes. It's been pretty hard going, hasn't it?
It has been, mate.
Did you nearly swear then?
No, I didn't.
Sounded like you were going to say flip. I'll let you off.
You said it.
Sorry, I'll beep it out. Yeah, really tough day for some reason. We had a couple towards, you had just the one in the end?
Yeah, I shot the one.
We had a few touches and things, I had two. Quite near the end I had another take as well, but it sort of hit the top and then went down, so it must have been a vicious liner or maybe pick up and it didn't stay on. But yeah, it's not been the best day, but I'm out again tomorrow for definite. You may be as well.
I might be, yeah.
So hopefully I'll have a few more tomorrow. So there's no point doing an end vlog now because I'm out again. But yeah, wasn't great, but still good to be on the bank. Really enjoyed it. Cheers for joining, Jack.
Nothing but fishing thing.
Oh, Martin Dathan. Good morning everyone, it's day 2. I was up here yesterday with Jack and it's pretty hard going. I'm going to finish my cup of tea, get my gear ready and I'll see you down there. Right, so we're all set up for the day. Last night, just before we left, I put some bait in each margin, some sweet corn I had left over. When I got here first thing, I put a bit more bait out, some pellet things. There were signs of fish, there's actually a bit of bubbling coming up in each margin at the moment. Yesterday I had a fish very early on from a margin spot, so hopefully it'll pay off. I've got both rods in each margin. So I'm going to give these spots a try for quite a while, and then I'm going to start fishing to the opposite margin, which is quite a deep gully, which I saw a few fish show yesterday. And also talking to Jack, he's always had some good sessions fishing over to that margin. So I think I'm going to start clipping up to the opposite margin. Like I said earlier, so margin isn't that accessible from the other bank because it's where it's on a bend and a lot of overhanging trees. So if I can clip up to there, the margin is actually quite deep. I remember one time a couple of years ago, Tom used a marker float around there, and it actually drops off to about, I think it's between 7 and 9 foot around that margin, so it's quite deep, and it is getting quite cold in the night, so the fish could be hanging around in the deeper areas. I did see a few fish move over there yesterday, so I'm going to keep the right rod I think in the right margin, but I'm going to clip the left rod up to the far margin. Right, so I've clipped it up quite well, about 3-4 foot off the far bank. Having said that, it never always goes according to plan when I've clipped up before, so don't want to jinx it, but it should hit spot on. I put a tiny PV bag just over the hook to make sure it doesn't tangle on the cast. Single pop at corn, and I'm going to put boilie around it, so fingers crossed this cast will go spot on. A bit of a drop back on the left rod. That's the one that's over to the far margin. But to be honest, I've been getting touches every couple of minutes up and down sort of thing. So they could just be liners, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I think that one was as well, another liner. Good signs though, because that's a few now in the last few minutes. first bloody run. That's definitely away as well. I was just having a wee. I don't know if that's going off, whether that was a liner. Looked like a liner to me. Not sure, I think I may have a bream on. Only just recast this left rod. It was slack pretty much, well the hanger was down by the floor. It's now pulled up just at the top, but they're not really doing anything. And every now and then I get a few beeps. It's quite far out, so it could be a bream. Disappointed if it is, because there isn't that many in here I don't think. But I'm going to leave it, just see if it's going to go off properly. But doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Getting the old twitch on the line, which makes me think it could be a bream, but I don't want to strike it in case it's liners and scare fish off, sort of thing. Slowly dropping back down. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to strike this. Yep. Whoa! It's the other side of the lake. How on earth has it done that? Barely any beeps, and it's swung all the way round on an arc to the other side. That's insane. Oh, sheep central here at the moment. There's also a swan behind me trying to get into the bait. He's just chucked my phone on the floor with his beak. Lovely. That's one thing about Newton Park, is they absolutely love fighting in the margins when you get them in. And the worst thing about that is the margins are absolutely lined with really thick roots, because these banks are lined with trees. Fighting like quite a nice fish. Don't think it's huge, it's probably like mid double, low double. But to be honest, it's been such a tough day, I'm happy just to catch one. Yeah, he's fighting well, this fish. Off down the margin again.
Can you be quiet? Come on.
Right, well, it's taken its time, but eventually the left rod's gone off. I've explained how the run was. It wasn't exactly a blistering take. I thought it was a bream. And I've caught a fish which is an upper double, if not borderline 20 pound. Unfortunately, he's got one of the worst mouths I've ever seen up here. Real parrot mouth. But it put up a hell of a fight. There we go. I really would say this is getting up towards 20, if not over 20. It's extremely broad fish, powerful, and still pretty aggravated even after such a long, hard fight. Try again. It's quite a recognisable fish, big lump on the side, so I'll probably ask around on the local Bathampton AA forum if anyone else has caught it and what sort of size. I really need to get some of my own scales, but that's the heaviest weight I've felt in a long time. And like I said, unfortunately it's got a terrible mouth, but if I can try and show you the width of it, that's an extremely wide fish. And the fact it's feeling quite heavy just for me to hold up tells me it's a bigger fish. I'll show you the other side as well. It's got quite a distinctive lump on it. Definitely tell if you caught this fish again. Almost feel like saying probably want a cracker with this one. But it's been worth the wait. It may not be the prettiest fish, but it's always nice to feel a big lump in your hands. So there we are, there's the other side. Like I said, very distinctive fish. Happy to have caught it, and it's saved me from a blank. I'll put the rod back out in the same spot, but hopefully we'll have a few more. Alright. Actually, just think, while you're here, would you be able to take a picture?
Yeah.
I'll just pause my camera a sec. Look how wide it is. Brilliant. I'll be quick with this little one, little stocky. I haven't caught one in a while, since about time I did. Probably only about 4 pound. If that, but stunning little fish, aren't they? That was on the right rod. I was thinking about recasting it. Look at that, dorsal up. Beautiful fish these are. And I'm happy to have that. So I'll stick this one back, but they really are stunning little fish. They'll be great when they're a bit bigger as well. Some of them are up into double figures now. This one isn't. But look at that, beautiful. Let's slip him back and hopefully have a few more now. We're starting to get some runs. I'll actually quickly show you this side as well. This side's probably even prettier. Lovely scales on them. There we are. Beautiful. Let's get it back. Right, well, no sooner as I put that last one back, flicked it back out, sat down, literally one toned off again. Didn't have time to get the camera set up for the run, although it's pointing in the right direction, wasn't on. And we caught another one, probably about 8 pound I'd say. Not one of the stockies, but not the prettiest of the fish, but still welcome all the same. You see some of these fish are starting to get their darker autumnal winter colours. It's just been resting in the net for a little bit while I got the rod back out, because there's clearly fish out there. Calm down. It's been extremely lively, this fish, as you can see. I've had him resting in the net while I got the rod back out, and that's probably why he's still lively. Came in pretty quick, came straight towards me, then fought around in the margin a bit, and now he's keeps trying to tail slap me. There we are, not one of the stockies, probably an older fish. Quite dark on the back, but again, not in perfect condition. It's a real shame. Other than that, it's in good nick, it's just the mouth and a bit off the tail. So another third fish. So better than yesterday already. And the last two fish have come within about 5 minutes of each other. So hopefully now it's getting into the evening, we've got a couple of hours left. Keep the baits going out, and who knows, this could be the last, it could be many more. So let's stick him back, hopefully have a few more. Well, it's just come up 4 o'clock, so I've still got 2 hours fishing left, and hopefully the fishing is now picked up. That's 3 fish in the last hour, 2 fish on the right rod within 5 minutes of each other. I literally cast it back out, and within 30 seconds to a minute it was peeling off again. So both are back out, and as I had one of the fish on the bank, the swan went straight through my other line, as they keep on doing. They're quite young, I think, these ones, they're not full adults, and they just keep going through my line. They did it about 4 or 5 times yesterday, like I said. So I wound that one in once I'd got the other one sorted, and a good job I did, because I checked the hook and the point was dinked over. So I've just quickly tied up another one, still sticking with the single corn over there, only this time I've put it as a KD rather than just a standard hair, just to give the corn a bit more of a natural action. And the right one has just been on a small D-rig sort of setup with a little wafter on, little pineapple wafter. So I've always done well on yellow baits up here, small yellow baits, and that's what I've stuck to. So fingers crossed the next couple of hours we'll have a few more. The only other person that was here is now gone. So unlike yesterday where there was 10 of us on here, I'm now the only one on the whole lake, which is pretty nice. It's clouded over a bit now, which it was forecast to. It did get quite warm and hot actually earlier. But the weather conditions now look absolutely spot on. So rods are in spots I like, and I'm producing fish. Only time will tell if we'll have any more, but I'm quite confident that we will. Here we go, fish number 4. I'll have to be quick with him because he's pretty wriggly. I've had him resting in the net while I got the rod back out. This one's probably just into double figures. Quite a broad set fish actually. I'm just going to flip again. Again, got some really lovely looking starburst scales on its back. Again, a shame about its mouth. But other than that, that's 4 fish now. Completely way better than yesterday, and it seems to be picking up this evening. So I got here early this morning. I needn't have, because the last few hours seem to be what's going to be doing the trick. But happy days, fish number 4. I'll slip it back. Hopefully we'll have some more as well. Well, it's coming towards the end of the session now. I've probably got about half an hour left, so I'm going to start slowly packing away. Rods became a bit quiet after the last fish, so I was trying to get the rods out quick. Got a load of bags made up because I thought I might be catching a few fish quite quickly, but it seems to just go a bit quiet. Recast the left one because I wasn't quite happy with where it went last time, but still thought it'd be alright. I moved that, and not even so much as a beat. 2 other people have turned up for the evening. They haven't had anything yet, and the bloke that was here really hadn't had anything, so I've done alright. There's only been a few of us up here, and I've been here obviously all day. But 4 fish. The pods are going to be the last thing they come in. They'll be on the deck, and then we head on up to the car. But unless we have anything else, this will be it. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I've really enjoyed being back on the bank. It's been such a long time since the last was out. I'm not sure when I'll next be able to get out, but I'll be out as soon as I can. Hopefully doing a bit more fishing, either carp, pike or whatever. We'll see what happens. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I thoroughly enjoyed catching carp again. Remember to add me on Facebook, Nuffinbutfishing, and Instagram, same again. I can talk to you a lot on there, and I can keep people up to date when I'm not at the bank to see what I'm up to and things. So yeah, anything else, please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you did, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.